Welcome to Yoga Therapy Mallorca and welcome to 2018. A whole new year is ahead of us and is waiting for us to fill it with our thoughts, with our intentions, with our speech, with our actions, and with our meaning that we give our life. So it is my deepest wish with these little free lectures here to remind us all how important it is to be aware of certain aspects that we take for granted, and giving us tools or reminding us of tools, because most of us know them, we just forget so easily, to remind us of these tools that help us to realign our inner attitude and our actions. So today it is about wise speech, to practice wise speech. As you know, I have been with Sarah Powers now for over 4 years, and she is a very serious Buddhist practitioner, and all her passion and insight and years of committed practice that she shares with us is so inspiring. And for sure, I'm not there at all. And there are many things I don't understand and I don't practice. But the simple things that I am aware of, that I do understand and that I do apply in my life, these are the things that I dare to share here with you. When we have a look at the Buddhist and the yogic path, both of them for me are incredibly generous, liberating suggestions of how to move from the darkness to light, how to move from ignorance into knowing, how to move from suffering into freedom, liberation. They are just suggestions. The 8 limbs of Patanjali with the yamas and the niyamas, both of them giving us suggestions how to behave towards ourselves and towards others, how to treat our body with the asanas, how to help direct and redirect our invisible energy, the prana, the chi within our body with pranayama. Then pratyahara, how to become aware of our senses and not allow them to distract us. Then dhyana and dharana, the combination of concentration and meditation, and at the end the final liberation, samadhi. And Buddha uses the same number here to show us a way to find liberation from suffering, the 8th-fold path. And the third point of the 8th-fold path that starts with the right view, so the right understanding of life, and goes then into the right thought, so the right intention behind everything we do. And then it goes to the third point, the right, correct, wise speech. And speech is something we do all the time. It defines us as human beings. This is something we can do what animals, for example, cannot do. They communicate with each other, but they do not use words like we do. And there are a lot of words being used. There are a lot of words that are just being used without really knowing what they mean, without really reconsidering their meaning, and without being aware of how much damage or how much good they can cause. And this is where I want to put our attention today to it. A word, one single word, can create so much harm and damage. Just think of a moment when somebody insulted you with just one word. and how long it has stuck with you, and what did it do with your whole body, what did it do with your whole system, how much contraction it brought, and then eventually pain if this wasn't addressed. And then think about a moment when somebody was bathing you into words of love, words of appreciation, words of making you feel seen and heard, and how this relaxes our system. So being aware that only one word can destroy or can heal is an important element of this focus, of this practice that we want to integrate into this year, that I invite you to integrate. In the Buddhist path, this correct or wise speech is divided into 4 different points, and the first one is very known and expressed in different ways in different practices, is saying the truth. Saying the truth without doing harm. So again, behind that, our intention is the one that counts. Why do we say something? So it's better sometimes not to say something when we know that this would cause harm, although it is the truth. So this is the big conflict. Well, but this is the truth, I have to say it. And there I invite us all to think twice. Some things can just stay in your mind. You can have your opinion and don't need to share everything when you know that it will cause harm. So telling the truth needs a big amount of sensitivity and awareness, and always reflecting back on our intention behind it. Why do we want to say the truth? And the second point of wise, correct speech is stay away from saying things that do harm to other people very consciously, that can steal their state of mind, that can damage their reputation, if these things that we say about them is true or not. Mostly they are not true, not like this. And really being aware, what do we say about other people? The third point is harsh speech. Speech and words, as I said before, have incredible power. They can destroy, and even just one word said in a nice tone, but integrated in, sneaked in to really, you know exactly, we all know exactly when we use which kind of words. So avoiding harsh speech and really going into a choice of words that are kind and loving. They can still be true, but they do not cause harm. So this is a big practice. For me, it will be a year-long, a lifelong practice for sure. And then the fourth one, where we are all in, is the fact of gossiping. And here I'm really amazed. Buddha lived thousands of years ago, and he acknowledged it as the biggest waste of time and waste of energy of all of us, as gossip isn't useful for anybody, not for us, not for the others. It's a pure filling in words when 2 or more people are together. And this is a concrete invitation here for all of us to take 1 week, just 1 week. Watch yourself whenever you start to talk with another one about somebody who's not actually present. Catch yourself, pause, and stop. And it doesn't matter if it was good or bad what you wanted to say about this person. Just pause. Refrain from talking from others, about others when they are not present. And you will see this is a big one, and it will create a lot of empty space, and it will give us a lot of energy back that we would have wasted. And this energy we can use in order to just enjoy silence, the company of somebody else, and eventually giving space to some deeper issues that need to be addressed between this other person that you are with or several persons that you are with. Enjoy this practice. Let me know what comes up if you want to, or share it with others. Enjoy your day, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you.